friends! I'm stitching this snowflake and I just decided to show you what I'm doing right now. This is a project I'm doing just for myself. I figured out that I don't have any embroidered ornaments, so I decided to make some. This is a pattern that I created 3 years ago, I guess. I gifted all of the ornaments I made, so I don't have them personally, so I'm just making new ones, and this time it's blue because last time it was all red. And this is the felt I was using for making red snowflakes, and this time I found some felt like this. As you can see, it's sparkling on the top and it's regular on the back side, and it was really hard to find it actually, but I had to find some for my workshop because I'm planning to do the workshop in Mountain. Finally have it. I have enough felt for 10 person. This is the bunch of the felt that I cut, and this is more. Yeah, pretty big pile. And I'm transferring the pattern to the fabric using stick and stitch stabilizer, like this one. It's like a paper stabilizer. Stick it to the paper if you never saw it, and it's like a sticker you can peel off and stick it to your fabric and work with it. So I'm stitching right now with 2 layers. As you can see, there is felt on the back and the stabilizer on the top, and I'm stitching through all 2 layers, and then when I finish I cut it out because there are lines for the cutting. And now this side of the snowflake is ready for washing, and this layer of stabilizer should disappear, and all is left it should be just felt and embroidery. This is how my backside looks like. So I'm just playing with this. I want to make a few snowflakes, and this time it's like white and blue combination. How do you guys like it? If you have any questions, just ask me in the chat. If you have something to say, I will try to read your comments. I'm stitching with the threads first. This is just a satin stitch, and I used this color. It's light blue. And now I'm switching to the darker color. So I want to make exactly the same embroidery for another side, and then I will sew them together and I will stuff it with something. I have threads, so I will probably stuff them with this. That's why I was collecting them. That's how I did it last time. I was just stitching and maybe chatting with you. Hello from Washington State, US. The backside of your embroidery looks much better than mine. Yeah, probably because I have some experience, and yeah, I'm taking care about that. And I'm trying to not jump from this part to this part directly, because in this place I will be cutting the felt, so I avoid jumping from here to here. So instead of jumping, I finished here, I go under my threads here, and I go under my threads here, and then I switch to this part where I want to stitch the beads, because I was placing the beads on these places. So you can go from here to here, from here to here to here, so you avoid jumping here, so you will not be cutting your threads, because if you cut it, it will destroy your embroidery. This will fall off. So there's something that you need to keep in mind when you're doing such snowflakes. So I will be stitching this element, I will be jumping here, stitching this one and here, and so on, until I will finish it, so I complete everything I need to be done with the just embroidery threads. And then I will switch my needle to the smaller one and I will be stitching with beads and sequences. I'm so excited for my workshop, and I found a really nice room in Ukrainian hub of Monton. It's bright and it has a lot of light and it's so beautiful. I posted a picture on Facebook, and later when I will do this workshop you will see the photos from my workshop and I will share it on Instagram too. Are you guys making some ornaments by hand or are you just buying them? Hi Melanie! Melanie is making ornaments this year. What kind of ornaments? Please send me your pictures. Hi Даніч! Як справи? У вас там, мабуть, ніч. Вирішила вийти в ефір трошки побазікати. Думала, раз я вже вишиваю щось, то я вже вийду в ефір. Покажу, що я роблю. Do you have YouTube channel? Yes, I have YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube. Just search for Embroidery Art by Nat and you will find a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. I actually have a tutorial for the Snowflake. I posted it 3 years ago, so you can find it and watch it. I show how I put those two pieces together from one side to another and how to sew them together with beads. And yeah. Дянич каже, яка краса. Так, ну так, простеньке, маленьке. Можна дуже швидко його вишити і отримати прикольну прикрасу на ялинку, якої в мене ще поки що немає. Ну, подивимося. Я вже другий рік святкую Новий рік без ялинки. Ні, третій. Yeah, Melanie, have to watch the video on how to put them together. Yeah, sure. It's a little bit time consuming if you will be doing it with beads, but you can do it without beads. It's no problem. Just a blanket stitch and that's it. With beads it's more sparkling and festive, you know, so that's why I like to do them with beads. Those beads that I use for blue version, it's not really sparkling, I guess. It's like regular beads. Just I work with what I have. So I found them on Michael's. It was under discount, and it kind of looked cute. So I was using them here. And the sequences I already had. Those blue sequences. You can go also with white. Maybe those will be also cute, just white on white. Just put something sparkling on white and it's gonna be festive and beautiful. I guess those beads will look really nice on this kind of felt. Let me see. If you will put it on this one, it's gonna be also sparkling. So just see what you have. It's not necessary to buy some new supplies for that. If you already have something, I think you will find something which will go together nicely. Діанич каже, я ще за ялинку навіть не думала, але вже пролітав сніжок, то треба покумекати. Так, тут в Канаді за ялинку починають думати з 1 листопада взагалі-то. Вони ж чекають, поки закінчиться Хеллоуін. Прям чекають з нетерпінням, тому що, ну, це ще ж рано, розумієш, там Хеллоуін в кінці місяця трапляється. Всі відразу знімають хеллоуінські прикраси 1 листопада і відразу чіпляють Крісмас. І це просто шалені. Там ще жовте листя, ну, осінь на дворі, а вони вже Крісмас повним ходом. Прям чекають, не можуть дочекатися. В кінці листопада вже все нарядіне, все красиве. А десь числа 25-26 вже, мабуть, December, це грудень, вже всі знімаються. Це ялинки виставляються на двір і вже все. Якщо хочеться, наприклад, українцям якусь ялинку собі на Новий рік, то можна дочекатися 26 числа і піти безкоштовно її десь підібрати. І все, то є ялинка. Вони тут практично Новий рік не святкують. Крісмас у них головне свято. No shopping, what the heck? I already have a lot of stuff. You, Melanie, can probably open your own shop because you have so much everything, you know. Yeah, it can be hard to go through this combination of felt and stabilizer with all 6 strands, so but it worth it. I like when those lazy daisies are kind of fat a little bit, so they look nice, much nicer. Can we use only beads? I don't have sequins. Yes, sure. If you have some big and small beads, you can combine them and it will really look nice, because for smaller dots like this, I use small beads. I don't have bigger beads. I just have small ones. Yeah, it shouldn't be anything like expensive, you know. You can go to Dollarama, dollar store, see what it has, see what you can find, something cheap, and start with that. And right now I'm stitching with just the regular embroidery threads. You can go with some metallic threads, something sparkling. It's gonna be a little bit hard to work with those. Like, embroidering with the metallic threads is complicated. Some people hate it, but it will make your ornaments even more sparkling. So I have some threads like that. I store them in this little bag. Let me show you. Those are my favorite. Those are Cosmo Seasons threads. They can be used like without combination or with regular threads, and they are soft and it's comfortable to stitch with them, so I like them. I also have those Krainik. I found them in a thrift store. It's like made in United States, probably, yeah. I didn't try to work with them, but I guess they will be like similar to those, and they're also soft. It's not like this kind of threads. Those are a little bit harder to work with, but still, if you want to make it sparkling, you will be like it's not a really big problem. You will get used to it while you are working with them, so you will just... I made this one yesterday and I spent probably 2 hours for this, just 2 hours. Instead of doom scrolling on Instagram, I recommend to do some embroidery. While I'm embroidering, I usually listen some YouTube videos, maybe some podcasts. So it's like multitasking. You entertain yourself and make something cute. There are just 3 simple stitches. That satin stitch, I made it with 3 strands of floss. That is just a back stitch, super simple. And this is Lazy Daisy plus back stitch for the stem. Super basic. I have a PDF pattern on my Etsy shop if you want to grab this pattern. It includes the pattern for three different snowflakes, but you can make them in different colors. Just play with what you have. And it's so comfortable. The hoop is teeny, it's comfortable to keep it in your hands. And it's so satisfying when you're suddenly finishing your project, because usually I'm working with some big projects, like you are stitching them for weeks, and this one is super fast. If it's too hard to go through the felt with all 6 strands, you can try to go with just 3 strands. It will also look nice. I will finish this thread and I will switch to the sequences and beads, so you could see how you can attach them. I will probably make a tutorial for those folks who can't come to my workshop and who are missing this workshop, so they could grab my kit and make it at home at their free time. So there will be definitely a tutorial for that. So as you can see, I was stitching with a big needle like that, and now I'm switching to only 1 strand of loss, and I'm switching to another needle. It's a smaller needle, the smallest from my embroidery needle set. So I'm gonna use just a regular embroidery thread, but you can use a special thread for beads if you have. It's a harder thread. I don't have it. Maybe in the future I will buy some beading threads, you know. And there are also some special beading needles, and they are longer, but I actually don't need it. I just will be working with one bead at a time, and I don't need a long needle, so I will be stitching with this one, the needle from the embroidery needle set, just the smaller needle. You can check before using it if you can go through the beads that you have. If they are too small and you may not be able to go through, just take 1 bead and check if you can go through. I can see that I can actually go through, because embroidery needles, they have big eyes and you may not be able to go through the beads. So I made a knot on the back side, and I come up when I want to place my bead. In this place I want just 1 bead right here. And as you can see, this is where I came up, and I will make a little distance, like outside of this dot. So my bead will lay down nicely. As you can see, this is how it lays down. From this moment I start thinking, so I'm not crossing this space with the thread on the back side, so I do the bead here and here and here and here, so I don't have threads outside of this line, because I will be cutting them. So I come up in the center right here, and this is place for the sequences, and I take one, I go through, and I take 1 bead, and I go back through the same place. By the way, What's the weather look like in your area? We had already our first snow officially, but it is melting. It doesn't stay for a long time. It melted almost right away, but the weather looks like more like winter weather already. Let me know, guys, if you already have your first snow and where are you from. I have so many projects to make. I designed a new pattern for Patreon, and this is a gorgeous pattern, and it's going to be a stitch along that I will do on YouTube. Probably I will start doing it next week. I cannot show you this pattern yet, but you'll see it next week. Okay, one more bead and I'm done for now. And the half of this snowflake is already done. So as you can see, it's pretty beginner friendly, very quick project that you can make in one evening. Like one evening, one side of the snowflake, another evening, another side of the snowflake, and the third day you like putting them together, and you get a really cute snowflake ornament. Let me know, guys, if you liked this video and if you want me to go live more often. So thank you so much for watching. I will try to save this live so you can watch it later if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.